Hi, I'm Evie, editor of IdentityWeek.net. We're here for Identity Week America 2023 at the Convention Center in Washington, DC. I'm joined now by Abbie Barbir, who's Senior Security Advisor and co-founder of the Accountable Digital Identity Association. Good afternoon, it's really great to speak to you today. How would increased cybersecurity budgets have an impact on customer care?
Well, increasing the budget helps, but on its own it's not good enough. What you need to do is determine what your risk appetite is. Also be very knowledgeable what your deficiencies are and what attacks that you have not planned on, that you have to have a proper contingency plan. So if you don't do that, putting more money in the budget will have a minimal effect. You need to understand your industry, how you're going to get attacked, and have a plans up front of how you want to do them, practice, education, and don't always put scenarios where you are testing if you're up to date or not. Definitely more money help, but it's not the magic solution. Money on its own is not going to solve the problem if you're not using that money properly.
And a plan for infrastructure. Is the regulated industry receptive and engaged in implementing digital identity solutions? Or does it need to be further embedded in this plan?
Digital identity solutions are up and growing. The regulated industry is regulated to protect you and your data, binding you to your data so you cannot release any PII or sensitive information without knowing it is you. But also you have the anti-money laundering and the other stuff. If you have to meet a regulator, you have to have a track of proof that you have attempted to comply with the regulation across all entities. So digital identity is evolving. A lot of the solutions that we have today is based on digitizing your analog data, which is not good because I can give you a driving license, you can digitize it, but the file has not enough security rules in it to protect the data. So, you will lose. It's susceptible to theft, it could be copied, it could be modified. On the other hand, the centralized digital identity model, from the get-go, the design and the implementation of it is secure by design. So if you get a mobile driving license, it has all the solutions to show that the license is authentic. The license is issued by the issuer. You can validate that and so forth. So, the short answer, yes, it's a combination of evolving technology plus, given the fact that a lot of consumer data is being hacked, attacked, and the current legacy models that rely on like KBA, knowledge-based authentication, or onboarding of your customer are really becoming obsolete. Data is available everywhere, and most of the hacks that happen is because of social engineering or reverse engineering, and this does not go too far. You need the truly digital solutions to come in.
And digitalize the whole sector. How have individual facilities or even other countries dealing with implementing digital identity? Is it evolving across the board?
It is, but not equally. Like in the EU, there are regulations for digital wallet and digitizing identity. Here in the US, it's not as evolved yet. There are pockets of digitization. So, some countries have national ID programs. So, like up in Holland, your bank is your ID provider. Yeah. In England now, in England actually, you have more failures like up in North America in doing digitized health card yet or digital identity because the population is not in agreement about one common provider. So, it depends. the scale of integration or availability depends on where you are. But it does not really matter whether you are coming from a country or an organization. Eventually, digitization will evolve where you have anchors of trust within a healthcare industry or financial industry or social. You will have pockets that can attest about your identity because people will trust it. So, this is where we're heading.
It evolves with trust. Describe some of the successful projects that you've been involved with to drive digital transformation.
Yeah, so there is a lot of projects, like you have FIDO, for example, FIDO authentication, strong authentication, moving toward passwordless solution, the Accountable Digital Identity Association, the ADIA. It's promoting a DNS-like trusted registry where people can participate in securing their identity and being bootstrapped into the digital identity world without memorizing long IDs. So you can use something like your email address to become a decentralized representation of you. And this helps because the simpler it is for the end user, the more secure you are. Most of the user is the weakest link when it comes to security. And digitization help you to solve this by having the automation of security done on certificates and encryption, and it enhances the trust.
It's great to speak with you today. I hope you enjoy the rest of the conference and the sessions. Will you be speaking later?
I already spoke actually at 11. Yeah,
Oh,
I spoke this morning.
Thank you very much, Abbie.
Thank you.